Demon Wilson, 1946 to 2025. Grace, Integrity, and a Life Well Lived, Lamont Sanford, missed but never forgotten. Demon Wilson was born on October 13, 1946, in Valdosta, Georgia, a place rooted in Southern history, resilience, and deep cultural tradition. From those beginnings emerged a man whose life would reflect discipline, faith, perseverance, and quiet purpose. Raised in New York City, Wilson came of age during a period of social change and cultural awakening in America. Those formative years shaped not only his worldview, but the steadiness and integrity with which he would later carry both success and responsibility. Before fame, before television, and before millions of viewers welcomed him into their living rooms each week, Demon Wilson was a young man searching for direction and meaning. He served in the United States Army during the Vietnam era, an experience that profoundly shaped his character. Military service instilled discipline, resilience, and accountability, values that stayed with him throughout his life. Those principles became the foundation upon which he built both his career and his personal life. After his service, Wilson pursued acting and studied at the American Academy of Dramatic Arts in New York. His talent was evident early on. He possessed a natural presence that did not rely on exaggeration or excess. His performances carried authenticity, emotional intelligence, and restraint. Even at the beginning of his career, it was clear that Demon Wilson was not merely playing roles. He was inhabiting human experience. His breakthrough came in 1972 when he was cast as Lamont Sanford on the groundbreaking television series Sanford and Son. Adapted from the British series Steptoe and Son, the show quickly became one of the most successful and influential sitcoms in American television history. Central to its success was the chemistry between Demon Wilson and comedian Redd Foxx, who portrayed Fred Sanford, Lamont's sharp-tongued and irreverent father. Lamont Sanford was more than a supporting character. He was the emotional anchor of the series. Where Fred Sanford was loud, impulsive, and outrageous, Lamont was patient, thoughtful, and grounded. Demon Wilson played Lamont with nuance and depth, giving the show balance and heart. Lamont served as the bridge between generations, the son who loved his father deeply while shouldering responsibility and frustration and loyalty with quiet strength. Through Wilson's performance, Lamont Sanford brought dignity to black father-son relationships on television at a time when such portrayals were rare. Lamont was intelligent, ambitious, and emotionally aware. He was not a caricature, but a fully realized human being. Viewers saw a young black man navigating love, duty, humor, and hardship with authenticity and grace. The success of Sanford and Son was immediate and overwhelming. Week after week, the show ranked among the highest-rated programs of the 1970s. Demon Wilson became a household name, yet he never allowed fame to define him. Behind the scenes, he advocated for professionalism, fairness, and respect. He understood the weight of representation and carried it with seriousness and care. Beyond Sanford and Son, Demon Wilson expanded his career in television and film. He appeared in motion pictures, including Hammerlock, Full Moon High, and Me and the Kid, demonstrating versatility beyond sitcom comedy. His television appearances included roles on The Love Boat, Fantasy Island, All in the Family, The New Odd Couple, Police Story, Chips, and The Mod Squad. Each performance reflected discipline, professionalism, and attention to craft. Wilson approached acting not as spectacle, but as responsibility. He understood when silence carried more power than words, when restraint spoke louder than excess, and when dignity mattered most. This approach set him apart in an industry often driven by noise and immediacy. At the height of his success, Demon Wilson made a decision that surprised many. He stepped away from Hollywood to pursue a deeper calling. Following a profound spiritual awakening, he devoted his life to faith and ministry. This was not an escape from pressure, nor a rejection of his past, but a deliberate choice rooted in conviction and purpose. Wilson became an ordained minister and dedicated himself to service, counseling, and outreach. He authored books focused on spirituality, reflection, and transformation, including The New Age Millennium and Second Banana, the bittersweet memoirs of the Sanford and Son,